What's good with it, Black Goose TV family, man? Double salute as always. It's your boy Fluence Boxing back in the building once again with some more Fluence Boxing news for my people. And as always, I'm going to keep it 110% for all my family members when it comes to any topic that we're talking about in regards to boxing. In this particular video, in this particular topic, y'all see the title below. Y'all see the article next to me. We talking about two, not one, two of my favorite fighters, man. Adrien Broner, Tevin Farmer. Now, I know, look, when I start talking about my favorite fighters, a lot of y'all be like, man, why is that your favorite fighter? A lot of y'all also not only say that, but you go as far as to disrespect them. You go as far as to say they trash, they ducks, etc. Like, look, I'm a fan of Adrien Broner. I'm a fan of Tevin Farmer. I'm a fan of Keith Thurman. I'm a fan of Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Like, all these guys, Jamel Charlo, y'all go absolutely crazy when I tell y'all or post a video about it. Y'all just be mad disrespectful. Boo Boo's a duck. Keith Thurman's old. He ain't never fought nobody. I actually had somebody make a comment on Keith Thurman saying that ain't no way Keith Thurman should have a chance at Earl Spence when all he's done is lose the old man. I'm like, bro, he has one loss on his record to Manny Pacquiao, and it was a split decision loss. What are you talking about? Right? It's all good, though. That's how y'all feel. Adrien Broner, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be capping on Adrien Broner saying, oh, Adrien Broner never fights and he's undisciplined and he can't keep his weight in check and all this type of stuff. Like, look, I can't argue with the fact that Adrien Broner is a wild boy. He's always been a wild boy. And if you followed him since the beginning, he was a wild boy even when he was winning belts at 135, 140, etc. He's always been a wild boy. But to say that he is undisciplined, he's never missed weight. Gervonta Davis has missed weight more than Adrien Broner has in his career. So I just be confused by the narratives, man. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? People love the fighters that they love. It's hard to take criticism. You know what I'm saying? That's coming at myself. But then also I understand if you love another fighter who is not the particular fighter you like, all you're going to do is take the narratives and you're going to put that and associate that with the fighter because obviously you don't know nothing when it comes to the fighter history and how they move, etc. Now, I'm not going to put this video I'm not going to make this video into me trying to defend my favorite fighters. I just had to put that out there because I've noticed anytime I said this is my favorite fighter, this is someone I enjoy, etc. Y'all go crazy. I'm like, man, why is that your favorite fighter? Okay, rightfully so. But that's not the point of this video, man. The point of this video is me telling y'all Adrien Broner is fighting Ivan Redkach on February 18th in Atlanta. BLK Prime is in full effect. A lot of people was wondering, man. A lot of people was wondering. First, they was wondering about Terrence Crawford saying he was getting 10 mil from BLK Prime. Well, the fight actually happened. We actually get paid. The fight happened. He got paid. Apparently exceeded expectations, etc. Obviously, they're still doubters. There's always going to be doubters. There's always going to be haters. I will be putting out a video at some point breaking down how Terrence Crawford will be getting his 10 million, since a lot of you guys don't understand how pay structure and pay amounts or payouts when it comes to boxing negotiation contracts work. So I'm gonna put you guys on game. And even when I put you on game, y'all still going to disagree and dispute anything I say. That's fine, understandable. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. But I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If in BLK Prime's eyes, in their mind, if Terrence Crawford versus Ivan San wasn't a success, now obviously success is relative to whatever they deem as successful. So what you guys think is successful, oh, he got to sell 300K pay-per-views. They don't deem it successful. They had a number they had to reach, and if they surpassed it, that is above and beyond. That's how businesses work, right? No one was talking about Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius only getting 100K pay-per-view buys. No one was talking about Gervonta Davis versus Issa Cruz doing terrible buys, almost 75,000. Like, no one was talking about these things. But when Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter happens and he only does 200K pay-per-view buys, it's a flop. It's a flop, man. Stay consistent, y'all. So back to my point. If this past weekend wasn't a success like they said it was, you think they would be moving forward and paying this man Adrien Broner I think it was like 1.5 mil, 5 mil, whatever the case is, over 3 fights? Come on. Tevin Farmer versus Mickey Bay is the co-main event. I can't wait for this. Tevin Farmer is one of my favorite fighters. Like I said, he's been in a hiatus for almost 2 years due to Eddie Hearn screwing him over. We see the dispute between Lawrence Okoli and Eddie Hearn happening right now over some bullshit like that. And they screwed my man Tevin Farmer over. Tevin Farmer versus Mickey Bay was supposed to happen already. But whoever promoted it, they was like, we ain't going to give you no money up front. Y'all got to fight first, then we'll pay you. They was like, we ain't finna do that. You can just not pay us. And like, what? What you talking about? So I'm happy to see that not only Tevin Farmer versus Mickey Bay got rescheduled, but it's with a company that's going to pay them the money they deserve. And it's on a co-main event of a guy like Adrien Broner and he's fighting someone like Ivan Redkach. I also want to say this. Like, I was very critical of Adrien Broner earlier in the year when he pulled out I believe it was against Figueroa. I can't remember off the top, but I think it was Figueroa. Omar Figueroa. If I'm wrong, obviously I'm probably going to see it when I read the article. But due to mental health, he's always had mental health problems, but he's never pulled out of a fight, and it was very weird to me. I was like, that's not Adrien Broner-esque, right? Well, I'm starting to think, man, maybe it was a play, man. Maybe BLK Prime reached out to him, man, and they was like, hey, yo, I know you about to do this fight with Showtime, but if you do that, you're not even if you win, you don't know the next time Showtime is going to book you for another fight. You come over here with us, you're going to get a guaranteed 3 fights in 1 year. And not only going to get that, this is what we're going to pay you. And he was like, whoa, I got to get out of it. I got to get out of this. That could be a possibility. I don't know. That's me. I'm like, that's my theory. That's my theory in my head. So I'm just putting it out there. By the way, as you guys can see, also Broner is saying that he would possibly want to fight Regis Prograis next. And a lot of people are saying, man, that's out of your class. Ain't no way you can beat Regis. Just remember, Adrien Broner is a naturally bigger fighter. Not only do I know that, y'all can see it in this picture. Y'all see my brother right here? I still don't understand why Adrien Broner wore a white shirt. You know you got that belly on you still. Why are you going to wear the white shirt? The white shirt is going to show off the belly the most. You should have wore black. Should have wore black under that jacket. Anyways, I'm not even going to pinpoint that again on that. But Adrien Broner versus Prograis, if he does end up beating Redkach, is a possibility, and I do think that's a real possibility. A lot of y'all like, there's no way it's gonna happen. Well, Regis Prograis, he just fought on Fight TV, and if you don't know, he didn't get paid. He probably got paid now, but he was saying, hey, yo, my check bounced. I need my money. So I don't see it being impossible for Regis Prograis to say, I'm gonna go over to BLK Prime for a 1 fight deal and fight Adrien Broner, because they're gonna give him a big bag. But okay, let's get into the specifics so I can talk to the people. So this comes from Boxing News 24. Adrien the Problem Broner says his next fight will be against Ivan Redkach on February 18th in the 71,000 seated Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia on BLK Prime, followed by the title shot against WBC light welterweight champion Regis Prograis. Broner 33 doesn't say who will be his third opponent for his 3-fight contract with BLK Prime, but did rule out fighting Rolando Rolly Romero. That's not someone that Broner is interested in fighting. The former 4-division world champion Broner is set to be getting paid in the neighborhood of 12 mil. So I said 1 mil is 12 mil for the 3-fight contract with BLK Prime, and he plans on making that money count right away with his pay-per-view fight with the 36-year-old Redkach. Then after that, a title fight against Prograis for his WBC 140 belt. The deal that BLK gave me, I wouldn't have gotten nowhere else. February 18th in Atlanta, Ivan Redkach. Yeah, he was talking crazy. That's who I'm fighting next. As the boxers always do, I went where the money is at. After I signed the deal, I haven't heard from certain people. We might have ran our course. And he was basically talking or referring to PBC, his relationship with them and Showtime. I don't pay that guy no attention, said Broner when asked if he's interested in fighting Broly. He's got something I want. That's very most likely for you guys to see in 2023, said Broner when asked if he would like to fight WBC light welterweight champion Regis Prograis. So I'm going to go out here and handle my business February 18th, and I'm definitely going for that title. Yes, sir, said Broner, about 140 being the weight that he'll be fighting at. So no longer 147. Finally, what I've been saying for years, Broner is going to be fighting once again back at 140, where he's undefeated. On February 18th, I will be that same AB, the cam man that y'all fell in love with, and I'm going to put on a great show. I think a lot more big fighters are going to come to BLK Prime because, one, they got the budget to pay these fighters. I think this is a new wave. I think BLK is going to take the world and run with it. If I told the world or another businessman that the type of deal that I signed and the type of deal that was drawn up for me, they probably wouldn't believe it. Just know I'm back. I got the spark back, and I'm ready to fulfill this contract. I'm gonna take your word for it, bro. And I do believe you, because unlike a lot of other people, they try to paint you as something you're not. And there's something that's something I don't like. If they want to say, hey, you haven't let your hands go in the last 3 years, I can't argue that. If they want to say, hey, you're too much of a defensive fighter in the last 3 years, I can't argue that. Hey, ever since Maidana, you haven't been the same fighter. I can't argue against those things. But when people say, oh, is Adrien Broner actually going to show up to a fight? He's not reliable. He's not in shape. All these different things. I'm like, hey, yo, look, he gets out of shape between fights, but he's always showed up, never missed weight. The only time he's pulled out of a fight, obviously, was this year. And I do believe, he probably was struggling with some mental health issues, but I do believe another part of that we didn't talk about was BLK Prime came in and said, here's a bag. Now, you sure you want to go on with that? You sure you want to go on with that fight? That's all I'm saying. That's my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. As always, man, drop it down below. I want to hear it. I want to hear it so I can respond back to it at some point. You already know. Like the video, hit the subscribe button, notification gang, Arnold Schwarzenegger side of the game. I'll be back, but with more boxing. Much love. Stay blessed.